Okay, 2.84, we are going to see what happens when there is oxygen. So in 2.84, it says, explain the process of aerobic cell respiration. And when we do, we talk about how the pyruvate is going to be broken down in the mitochondria. So the pyruvate is going to actually enter the mitochondria. And we have a couple of different waste products, carbon dioxide and water. And we end up with a large yield, or a lot of, ATP. That's pretty much it. So let's talk about that. So here's our blood vessel again. Glucose in the blood. We have some oxygen in the blood from breathing, but this time we're going to use the oxygen. So the same thing happens. Glucose is broken down into 2 molecules of pyruvate by the process of glycolysis. Glycolysis, you will tattoo on your arm, occurs in the cytoplasm, and we end up with 2 little molecules of ATP. But if we have oxygen present, that oxygen can enter the mitochondria and allow us to be more productive in making our ATP. So we're not going to do any of this anaerobic stuff. We're going to do aerobic cell respiration. So that's with oxygen. Okay, so basically what happens is, and we're going to talk about this in detail in the HL stuff, but for the core material, a molecule of pyruvate will enter the mitochondria, and there's a whole bunch of reactions that take place. You may have heard like the link reaction and the Krebs cycle. Don't need to worry about that in SL. That's going to enter here. And what happens is that we make lots of ATP. And if everything runs perfectly, we actually make 32, that's a 6, Mr. Fleming. We make 36 molecules of ATP, which is a lot. So in aerobic respiration and the process of glycolysis, together, actually both of these have to enter. But 1 molecule of glucose will give us 36 molecules of ATP, plus the 2 from this, for a total of 38. Okay, so you may know that, when you exercise and you're doing cell respiration and living, oxygen is converted somehow into carbon dioxide, right? You breathe in oxygen and you breathe out CO2. Well, where does that come from? That's actually the waste product. That's one of the waste products of aerobic cell respiration. The other waste product, believe it or not, do you know, is water. So water is the other waste product. And that's it. That's all that you need to know for aerobic cell respiration. This occurs in both yeast and animals if there's oxygen present, right? So this process will occur when there's oxygen present in both yeast and animals. So yeah, that's aerobic cell respiration.